King is not joining the minions who are all over the Cleveland Browns this year. It's interesting. Last year, the Browns were the favorite choice by a lot of people, and had a disappointing year. And some are saying, well, that's just a mulligan because of Freddie Kitchens. So we're going to expect the Browns to be very, very good here. But Peter King isn't one of them. Peter King has 32 NFL teams listed. What do you think he has the Browns list? 24th out of those 32. There you see it. The Browns took Baker Mayfield first overall, and he's had a couple of good games on the back end of 2018, but a lot more shaky ones. Enter Kevin Stefanski with the third offense for Mayfield in 25 months as a pro. He's coming in to mold the best possible offense around Baker, and then takes a few throws out of his hands and a few more balls in the hands of a running game, and that steamrolled to a 4.8 yard per average last year. And that's where we're going to be of importance to anybody this year. Got to curb some egos. What's best for Mayfield is going to be best for the offense long term. Jack Conklin and Jedrick Wills will give them more protection, and free agent tight end Austin Hooper is a solid intermediate option. The tools are there for a very good offense, but I have Cleveland down in the nether region because I need to see Baker Mayfield be a more consistent player. Agree or disagree? That's Peter King of Football Morning in America.
I think he makes good points about Baker Mayfield. I think we've made a lot of assumptions about him, that he's going to be better, and we've looked back at those last 8 games of 2018 as one of the reasons why. But remember in those games they didn't play great defenses. He threw 3 interceptions each against Houston and Baltimore. The good defenses he did face, threw a lot of interceptions last year. I think if your questions are about Baker Mayfield, I think that's fair. He's got to go out and prove it this year. We've said that over and over. This is a prove-it year for Baker Mayfield. So I don't think he's being unfair there. I know he doesn't have the Browns ranked real high. I'd probably move them up a little higher than he had them. But I do think it's fair to say, look, Baker, you've got to go there and prove that you belong as a starting quarterback.
All right. Based on what you've seen of Baker Mayfield, what you know of him, talking to him, what do you think that as far as that so many different offensive coordinators and head coaches that he's had, do you think at this point he's okay with that, and that won't be an excuse that they can use?
One of the interesting things the last time we talked to him is when that was brought up, I thought he had an opportunity to maybe make that an excuse, and instead he said, I'm just happy to learn offenses from all these different people. He was happy to kind of have all those voices teach him. Now, maybe he was just saying that, right? Because he's on the record, he's talking to a big group of reporters, and he just didn't want to make an excuse. I don't think Baker is going to make excuses. He doesn't strike me as that type of guy. But that doesn't mean that it hasn't been a hindrance to him to have so many different coordinators and deal with these different systems in his young career.